I know it's ugly, and maybe you guys have forgotten about it, but I certainly have not. The Widow Raider has returned. WaveRaider fans, if you want to see more videos on the Widow Raider, I need you guys to do me a huge favor and make sure to like this video and share it around with other people who would enjoy the videos on the WaveRaiders. And before we get it out on the water, I gotta show you guys what engine I put in it and how I put it together. Hey, it's Josh here, and the Widow Raider is back in the garage. And I know you hardcore WaveRaider guys will be excited about this. Everybody else might be like, what is this thing? This means that I have an engine that's going to go into the Widow Raider. Obviously, it does need a good cleaning because it's been sitting outside. And I've always said we're going to get this back out when we find an engine for it. And I have not found the engine that I ultimately want to have in here. But I did get my hands on a RIVA 1200. So that'll bolt right in there. So we're gonna get in there. We're gonna run it. It's gonna be awesome. The WaveRaider, or the Widow Raider, we like to call it. If you guys have been following the build series, you'll know why we call it the Widow Raider. I do need to get the engine onto the bench here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take compression on it straight away. I don't want to be messing around with it when it's inside the hole. I just want to drop it in and go. Here's a crazy thought. I'm thinking about painting this thing. I know that sounds insane for us here at JetSki Brothers. We love to run the ugliest skis imaginable, but I'm considering painting the Widow Raider. And so let me know if you guys want to see this thing get painted or not. I don't expect it to be like an amazing paint job or anything, but I am thinking about painting this motor out. This does have a RIVA head on it. I don't know if it has like the porting, the RIVA porting or whatever. I hope that it does. And it did come with this in the e-box. This is one of those rev limit adjuster thingamajigs from RIVA, so that's going to be really fun to play around with on this motor. All this disgusting, nasty, leafy stuff is obviously not something that I wanted to see on here. But what really matters is what's inside. It's not like there's tons of stuff in there, but I'm going to give it a good cleaning. Got kind of a sucky development here. This engine is full of water. I don't know if you can see that, but that is water. Not only did the reed valve seal pretty crappily, the engine is full of water. So I guess this was sitting out in somebody's yard a little too long, but I'm not giving up on it just yet. Ah, delightful, right? I can't stand having these dirty parts sitting on my bench. I have turned the engine over by hand so it is not seized or anything from the water being inside of it, and it actually turns quite smoothly. But when I hook up the starter, it doesn't do anything, so I'm going to pull the starter off and see what's going on with that. And pull the starter out, and it's locked up. So, you know, probably from sitting or whatever, but I am able to work it back and forth a little bit, so I should be able to get it freed up. I was able to get this thing freed up. So now I can check and see if it will turn over if I hook it up to the battery. Okay, it turns. It sounds kind of nasty inside, so a good clean out would probably be a good thing to do. but I'm not going to be showing that on the camera. So starter reinstalled, and let's just make sure it's going to turn the engine over. Perfect. Ran 125, so that's great. I mean, it does have a high comp head on it, so I suppose realistically we'd want to see higher numbers than that, but you know, got a good compression reading on all of them, and it's like 130 to 135 across all three. So yeah, this motor has compression, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm going to go ahead and not be an idiot and go through these carbs before they go into the ski. And I'm not going to do a step-by-step video on this. There are other great videos on rebuilding these Mikuni carbs, so I really don't think you need me to explain it. Plus, I'd be doing the right thing the wrong way anyways. So one thing I am going to do while I have these carbs opened up is I'm going to drill the returns on them. Right there, the tiny pinhole for the returns. This is like the carb pressure equalization mod type of thing. Like, basically it kind of syncs up all the fuel pumps and gets them all kind of tied to an even fuel pressure. And the reason I've liked it is that it removes that tiny pinhole, and then you don't have to worry about that getting plugged up and making your carb run super rich. But there's lots of other benefits to it as well, so I think I'm just gonna do all the ones that I open up now. And basically I just drill out that tiny pinhole with a 1/8 drill bit, and then there's a GP 1200, so it's going to be a 105 main jet in the return line somewhere to get the desired pressure in each of them. So I wasn't about to go through the whole carbs on the video here, but I just wanted to tell you something that I found quite unusual in these carbs. It has only what I can describe as reverse fueling, and the pilots are bigger than the mains on these carbs, and it's that way across the board. So I'm wondering if they were set up that way, so I'm going to go ahead and run them the way they are just to see what happens. I'm of the mindset that it was set up this way on purpose, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone. To make this engine work in the Widow Raider, we got to switch the engine mounting plates out, because this is set up with the 2-cylinder mounts, which are closer together like that. So like a 3-cylinder mount would be that back one, and the front one would be, you know, up here somewheres. On 1200 it's spaced out much farther, so basically I got to get the engine mounting bracket taken care of, and I do have one that's going to work for this build. Where did I put that thing? Ah, here it is. This is actually one that Jacob made. The one that I had originally had in here, the one that I made, Jason has that in the 3-cylinder wave blaster swap now. So Jacob's like, yeah, I'm not using that plate right now, so go ahead. And basically, here's the big difference. The one that Jacob made right here is this front mount and the back mount kind of welded together, and some new holes drilled and stuff like that. A lot of welding. The one that I made, basically, I took a bar of aluminum from here to here and welded it, and then I just continued to use the rear mount and then drilled a new front mount like right here. And really, you know, it could drill holes wherever you want and kind of mount the engine wherever you wanted. But I mean, both ways work, and because we're using a stock mounting location for the 2-cylinder engine, so the setup that Jacob has here should work. And yeah, we'll get it installed in there. we go. Installed custom ride plate, or bed plate, whatever plate it is. Removing the front cover just to inspect and see what it's like inside of there. Seeing as how it'll be impossible once it's installed on the ski. Alright, got some cleaning to do. Yeah, it's a front seal. Crap. Got the flywheel removed from this RIVA 1200 engine. I was going to say 1200R, but it's just a 1200. 3-bolt puller tool. And looking at the seal, and it has the spring fully intact. So this spring that fell out from there is kind of like the mystery spring. I wonder if it can have anything to do with the Bendix. Nope, there's no seal there. That's really, really bizarre. So we look okay as far as that goes. I mean, there's no holes or rips or tears in the seal. The spring is still there. Let's see, I have seals here somewhere. Yeah, I've got a full seal set here, but I don't really need them. I wish I had a leak down tester so we could just test this block. Thing is, I kind of got to get it going before summer is over because we only have a limited amount of time left here where we live. Figured it out. I figured where that extra spring came from. I can't find it now. I seem to have lost it. Oh, here it is. This spring came out of the Bendix. And this Bendix gets stuck. So I pulled the Bendix off just now to clean it, and it's stuck. Pretty certain that is where it's from. I'll grab another Bendix and check it real quick. I found one. This is off that Kawasaki 2-cylinder that blew up in the miniature jet boat. And yes, there is a spring inside there that holds the little things together so it can recollapse. So that's what it is, that spring. So I was getting all worried for nothing. So I'm going to use this Bendix. I'm pretty sure all of them are like the same. Fairly certain. So we'll be able to use this and put it back together, and we'll get this thing in there. Looks like we're doing the first fire up here on the water, some starter fluid, and I'll probably run with the filters off. All right, I need you to hold these and my seat.
Okay. Man, you even got the red things. Those are worth money.
All right, I'll take that. And if you take the
hold
seat,
the seat.
I'm sure it'll tease us and be like, vroom, no. But just in case it does decide just to go.
It always does that.
All right, let's do another shot of starter fluid.
Do you need just like a little bit of like hose and you can hook it up in 5 seconds? Or?
What, my primer?
Yeah. Probably not.
Not 5 seconds, because I have to run some T-fittings and stuff. Get our seat back, I think. All right.
Pretty good about that?
Pretty good. I mean, it all seemed good. I just hope it, just let me take the seat for now. And then if it runs for another 5 minutes, I'll put the filters on.
All right, should I grab a super jet?
Just wait for my next 5 minutes.
Okay.
If I get the filters on, then there'll be time to get more skis.
All right.
Well, I guess I'll see what she can do. Oh yeah, she's running like a top. Time to get some air filters. Holy cow. All right, hand over the air filters.
Pretty right, huh?
Oh yeah, she's ready to rock.
Hey,
I guess somebody knew what they were doing with that
never
weird
that easy.
that weird reverse fueling they did on it.
Yeah. So basically, I need to copy it.
We'll definitely think about copying it, seeing if we see how it goes.
How's it going?
It's just too good to be true.
Dude, that thing is hauling ass.
Yeah.
What, this?
Yeah.
Oh,
We just slapped the new engine in it today and it worked fine immediately, so it was pretty good.
That's always a wonderful thing to have happen.
Yeah, right. It never works good immediately, but
What you guys got in this thing?
yeah.
1200 triple.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. Oh, I shouldn't stray too far. Now the turning on this is terrible. God is the scariest ski that we have. Well, except for the SeaRat, which that's the stand-up category. I forgot about the Widow Raider. I didn't. This is not the motor I wanted for it either. It just is the motor that came along. I think it'll do a pretty good job. So I can speed run it, or I'm not about to leave my phone flapping out in the wind here. Oh yeah. The Widow Raider is back, boys. The Widow Raider is back. Definitely considering making the WidowRaider a little bit nicer than it is right now. And speaking of which, they do sell parts for these WaveRaider skis over on vintagejetski.com. So if you need parts for your WaveRaider, go over to vintagejetski.com. Make sure to use promo code JetSkibrothers for your 5% discount. We've got more videos to come on the WidowRaider, and they are gonna be good. We got some top speed checking that we gotta do. We gotta run it on the track. We gotta see what Jason and Jacob think of this thing. And also, I've been holding out on you guys. I have not installed the RIVA CDI yet onto the WaveRaider. I just wanted to get a nice baseline testing, make sure everything was okay before we start revving this engine to the moon. So if you guys are wanting to see more videos on the WaveRaider or the WidowRaider sooner rather than later, make sure to support this video. Thumbs up, supportive comment, share it around to some people who you think would like it. I'm pretty sure the guys over on the WaveRaider gang would enjoy this video, and we'll see if we can get some more videos done on it sooner rather than later.